6 signs you are in a transactional relationship, and how to protect your heart. Have you ever been in a relationship that left you feeling empty, drained, or used? You gave your all, your time, energy, kindness, even your love, but somehow, it was never enough. When the other person got what they wanted, they changed. The sweet words turned silent. The attention disappeared. You were left confused, hurt, and wondering what went wrong. That is not a real relationship. That is a transactional relationship, and it's more common than most of us want to admit. What is a transactional relationship? A transactional relationship is when someone connects with you not out of love, respect, or care, but out of what they can gain from you. To them, you are not a person with feelings and dreams. You are a stepping stone, a means to an end, a resource to be used. And sadly, many of us only realize this when it's too late, when we have given so much of ourselves that there is nothing left. But here is the good news. You can learn to recognize the signs early and protect your heart. Let's take a deep dive into the emotional and practical truth behind transactional relationships and how to walk away with your dignity intact. People who operate this way don't care about the emotional wounds they leave behind. They don't consider the weight their behavior drops on your soul. They will take your kindness and twist it into weakness. They will smile in your face, offer you sweet words and compliments, not because they care, but because it opens doors for them. They are actors wearing masks. They study you. They become the version of themselves you will fall for. They imitate loyalty, affection, commitment, but only until they get what they want. Once the transaction is complete, their mask falls. The real them shows up, and it's cold, distant, and uncaring. Here are 6 emotional signs to help you recognize if your relationship is built on love or transaction. 1. Your value is tied to what you give, not who you are. In a transactional relationship, you are only appreciated when you're giving something: money, time, support, physical intimacy, help, and attention. The moment you need something or stop giving, they disappear or change their attitude. You find yourself working hard to prove your worth. You're always the one adjusting, sacrificing, giving more, just to keep them around. But love is not a trade. It's not something you earn through performance. If your value is measured by what you bring to the table, that is not love. It is business. 2. They disappear after getting what they want. At first, everything seems perfect. They call, they care, they show interest. But suddenly, after they get what they were after, whether it's financial help, physical intimacy, emotional comfort, or even a place to stay, they pull away. They become distant or even ghost you entirely. You are left asking what happened. But deep down, you know, you were used. 3. They overdo the flattery. Excessive flattery can be a warning sign. If someone constantly showers you with praise early in a relationship, especially before getting to know you, it's often a strategy to lower your guard. Genuine admiration grows over time. But someone who is too quick to praise you may be trying to manipulate your emotions so that you feel obligated to please them. 4. They only show up when they need something. Think carefully. When was the last time they reached out just to check on you? Not because they needed money. Not because they needed help. Not because they were lonely. Just because they cared. In a healthy relationship, both people check on each other, even when there is nothing to gain. But in a transactional one, their presence is always tied to a need, not love. 5. They say the right words, but their actions don't match. This is one of the biggest red flags. They tell you they love you, but never show it. They promise they will be there for you, but vanish when you need them most. They say they care, but their choices say otherwise. Words are easy. Actions require intention. If someone's actions consistently contradict their words, believe what you see, not what you hear. 6. You always feel emotionally drained and unappreciated. You find yourself constantly tired after spending time with them. You feel used, like your soul is being squeezed. Your emotional tank is empty, and yet they keep demanding more. There is no appreciation, no effort to refill your emotional cup. Real love nourishes you. A transactional relationship drains you. Once you recognize the signs, it's not just enough to walk away. You need to learn how to protect your heart. Here are 4 ways to protect yourself from transactional relationships. 1. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They are healthy lines that protect your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Know your limits. Be firm about what you will and will not tolerate. Don't be afraid to say no. You don't owe anyone unlimited access to your time and energy. 2. Be cautious of excessive flattery. Watch out for those who try to win you over too quickly. True love takes time to grow. If someone is pushing too hard too fast, ask yourself why. Is it real admiration or manipulation? Trust those who are slow and steady, not those who are quick and intense. 3. Trust your instincts. That small voice inside of you. It's powerful. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't silence your intuition. It's there to guide you. If a person's intentions feel questionable, listen to that feeling and proceed with caution. 4. Judge more by actions than words. This is one of the most important life lessons you can ever learn. People can lie with words, but actions never lie. Watch how they treat you. Watch how they show up. Look at how they behave when you are no longer useful to them. That is when their true self shows. Finally, you were not created to be used. You were not created to be someone's emotional bank, financial helper, or stepping stone to success. You were created to be loved, appreciated, respected, and cherished. Don't allow the wounds from a transactional relationship to harden your heart. Instead, let them teach you to love yourself better, to protect your soul, and to never settle for anything less than real love. Walk away from relationships that feel like business deals. You are not a product. You are a person with emotions, value, and worth. If you have been in a transactional relationship before, you are not alone. You are not foolish. You are human. But from now on, choose someone who sees you, not just what they can get from you. You deserve genuine love, not a transaction. Share this video with someone who needs to be reminded of their worth. And remember, your heart is not for sale. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more.